We're going to review the movies and then we're going to review the. So, I got all three films right here. I always start off with the first film that it started off with. Here is 1997's Men in Black 1. Um, this one is where, let's see, Tommy Lee Jones, after the movie Batman Forever, Barry Sonnenfeld and his team wanted to hire Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith to work in a movie together. And then, I mean, you guys already know what this one's all about. Um, and they also did Laserdisc for this one as well. There's Laserdisc for this movie. I don't know if they ever did Laserdisc for part two, but I don't think they ever did one for Men in Black 3. So, Men in Black 1, 1997. That was the year I was born, 1997, February 6th, 1997. So, Men in Black 1. This is my number 4 favorite movies. Then, up there with number 4, this is also the number 1 Osmosis Jones, 2 Hellboy, and then 3 Batman, 4 now Men in Black movies. Here is Men in Black 2. Now, this one, people didn't really like this one because it was a female in this one, and the storyline in this one was a lot of different for this one. And then um, I used to watch this with my grandma and papa a lot up at their house in Oxford. And my favorite scenes in Men in Black 1 and 2, I like I like Jet the Worm, where Will Smith is in that subway scene in this movie. Yeah, Jet the Worm. Big. I mean, he is huge. I mean, Jet the Worm is 600, 600, 600-foot worm. Huge. I mean, he is huge. I mean, take all these houses, like all these houses in the United States. That worm is huge. And then I was imagining, what if the toy line ever did a Jet the Worm toy? I mean, they didn't make it into production. So, Men in Black 2, yeah, this is the number 4 on the list, up there with the first movie. Then everybody likes this one now, Men in Black 3. Now, Men in Black 3, this is the last Men in Black trilogy. They were thinking about doing more of these, but I don't know what the storyline is going to be about for the other ones. Ooh, one we have Alpha or Drek. Drek. Have Ron Perlman as Drek, but turn Drek into a CGI like what they did with Jeb and Edgar and Mikey in the other previous 2 movies. And put him in Drek as played by Ron Perlman into Men in Black 4. And then what really disappoints me about the trilogies, um, is that they never mention what happened to the villains in the last movie. Um, oh, we defeated a big cockroach bug, or we defeated this plant lady named Sherlina, Edgar Bug, Mikey. I mean, those were perfect. And then you get to this film, and look, Jermaine Clement. He was in another movie. I can't remember the movie. Josh Brolin, Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones, and Will Smith. And there's the actors right there. So, Men in Black 3. Is it better than Men in Black 2? Yes. Is the toy line better? Eh. I really wish that they made the Men in Black 2 figures just a little taller, like the size of the Men in Black 3s, but making all three live action, stop motion live action movies of all three Men in Black movies. And I'm using the K and J from Men in Black 2 or Men in Black 3, or there they are. K and J. Tommy Lee Jones, Will Smith, and Josh Brolin. There's the credits. There's the Will Smith, Tommy Lee Jones, and Josh Brolin in Men in Black 3. This one was the last movie for the DVD for the DVD's release, Men in Black 3. I seen this one, loved it better than Men in Black 2. Men in Black's another one of my favorite movies. I've seen all three Men in Black movies. I have to say the first one and this one is better. The weakest, 2. So, Men in Black 3. Actually, I kind of miss Osmosis Jones, guys. Osmosis Jones is that's that's my number one favorite movie of all time. Osmosis Jones. I don't know if you ever I don't know if you guys ever seen Osmosis Jones the movie. It was a 2001 buddy cop slash live action animation slash science fiction movie. A story about the character on my profile picture, the White Blood Cell himself, Osmosis Jones, voiced by Chris Rock, and then the sidekick is Drix, and then the villain Thrax. I mean, I really wish that they brought that movie back on TV and put some deleted scenes from. Actually, why don't we do a Osmosis Jones signature edition like what they did on the Iron Giant? Well, that would be awesome. I think that would be awesome for me. So, back on to Men in Black, the trilogy. So, the worst scenes in the Men in Black franchise. Well, the first one, um, let's see. I don't know what I don't know my worst parts about the first one is, but the second one, they should have just did something a little better. Like for the scene, for example, like the not Jeff, the subway scene, but the what was the story with the lady that Will Smith had to save in the pizza talk to at the pizza place, and Lorana, um, and this in the car. You know what I think I like to see all through. I want to see another Men in Black movie where all the villains team up. Well, actually, that won't happen. But um, what if they did a what if they did Men in Black series, bring it back and bring back Jeff, Jara. Well, actually, no. Um, well, why couldn't they just make more movies of Men in Black? Because they already did 3 Men in Black movies. And that's the problem with Hollywood nowadays. They did a whole bunch of Marvel movies. Stop with the Marvel, man. I mean, Marvel's cool and all, but DC, DC is way up there. Christian Bale, um, Christian Val, Christian Bale, Val Kilmer, Kevin Conroy are the 3 perfect Batmans. Joker, let's see, Heath Ledger, Mark Hamill, and that's about it. Jack Nicholson's Joker, eh, he was not he was not a perfect Joker. Mark Hamill, let's see. Heath Ledger and Mark Hamill are my favorite Jokers. The three Batmans I like: Christian Bale, Val Kilmer, and Cameron Conroy. I don't care much for Michael Keaton, George Clooney, or Adam West. Sorry about that, guys. And the Riddler, I like I like Jim Carrey better than Frank Gorshin. T- Tommy Lee Jones, Two Face. I have to go with Tommy Lee Jones, but his Two Face, Tommy Lee Jones's Two Face, his performance didn't written well in Batman Forever, but I didn't have no problem with Tommy Lee Jones's Two Face. But he was copying Jack Nicholson's Joker. So, in Batman and Robin, now this one has got to be the worst Batman and Robin live action movie I ever seen. So, in the previous Batman movie, Batman Forever, Warner Brothers wanted to do, hey, let's put it into more kid friendly. So, they hired back Chris O'Donnell, they hired Michael Caine to um, Alfred, Commissioner Gordon. Then they added some. Why couldn't they just hire Val Kilmer back for Batman? From Batman Forever to Batman and Robin. The survival suit from Batman Forever could been the awesome movie. I mean, take all those cheesy lines from Batman and Robin, put Val Kilmer in Batman and Robin, and the movie would have been perfect. And people are gonna say, "Oh, Val Kilmer's back as Batman and Batman and Robin, from Batman Forever to Batman and Robin." Now the problem is about Batman and Robin is too many eyes puns, too many arguments. Batman and Robin have to fight over poison ivy. Bane always says, "Bane, exit." Then, like, in one scene I didn't really like was, "Step on it." I'm thinking, why? I mean, Bane, Bane in The Dark Knight Rises was more stronger. I mean, his mask in The Dark Knight Rises. I think Tom Hardy did a better Bane than Jeep Swenson's Bane, in Batman and Robin. I mean, I mean, you guys take like a classic movie villain like, um, let's see, what can like in the Buzz Lightyear Star Command TV series, they and we got Buzz, Zurg, and the little LGMs from the previous Toy Story movies, but the rest of the Buzz Lightyear Star Command villain never showed up in any of the Toy Story movies. And then I think that was before the original Toy Story came out. I have to ask my buddy Alex Powell about that. Then so when we talk about Osmosis Jones for a little bit, there was a person on Instagram yesterday text me, right? So he asked, "What if I really wish that they brought back Osmosis Jones?" And I told my mom, this guy said, um, I, I told my mom yesterday that this guy wants Osmosis Jones to come back. And she said they're bringing these shows back, but how come they're not bringing that movie back? And my dad said probably didn't make enough money. And then, um, guys, Ed and Natty is a mediocre show. I don't understand why Jimmy likes Sarah and Ed and Natty. And where was their family? I mean, And then, like, in the previous, like, in the, in Men in Black 3, I'm gonna have a example. In Men in Black 3, Jay had a father, but where was his mother? Where was his mother at? Where was his mother? And then I think what really surprises me is that the villains are, I don't know if Edgar is Selena's husband, or I don't know about, actually Edgar has his own wife, and then I don't know what Selena's husband was. And then Boris had a girlfriend. So let me talk about some of these stuffs that I really wish I had in my collection here. I really wish that they made more, um, bring back Osmosis Jones and bring back Ozzy and Drix. And Osmosis Jones, the movie, that movie was perfect. Perfect performance, perfect casting, perfect special effects and stuff like that. Put it into 3D. Put it into 3D in theaters. Have the 3D glasses and see it in IMAX 3D. Now that would have been a perfect idea. Then the deleted scenes. Let's say in the deleted scenes we have the nose scene in the deleted scene off of the DVD, where Ozzy and Drix have an argument, and I mean that will. Let's see, what could be another good, um, blood transfusion? Another one. Um, I mean, a whole bunch of these Osmosis Jones. Man, I just really wish that they made more Osmosis Jones movies. I really wish that they made Osmosis Jones Funko Pops and stuff like that. I mean, that would have been awesome if they make Osmosis Jones Funko Pops. But we have to wait until the future and see. So, why don't we go back to Men in Black movies? So, I watched this one a lot, and I was looking for the toys, and I got most all of them from this series. But I never got them from the animated. I did not find any of the animated series toys because those are unproduced toys as well. Now, the unproduced toys, and then they originally were gonna make Ozzy and Drix toys as well. So then we had the sequel to Men in Black 2, and this movie had tons of toys, tons of merchandise and stuff. But did they ever made a steel guide from this, or probably not? But in in Osmosis Jones the movie, when I'm trying when I'm coloring something, like I wanna put it in movie accurate, for example. And I'm looking at my Osmosis Jones pictures, and I'm looking at the color of the movie. I'm thinking he he has a different shade of blue in the movie than than, than I draw him on the picture. I'm looking at my colored pencils. Man, I really wish I had these colors. And I don't know. I don't know if your guys ever. I don't know if you guys ever done this, but in Osmosis Jones the movie, one of my favorite scenes in the movie, one of my best things about the movie is the merchandise. And then when Osmosis Jones came out and then stuff like that, I was thinking back in my head, do they ever made any pillowcases, or do they ever made any comforters and stuff like that? Then I was thinking, man, would have been what would have been to see a Osmosis Jones pillowcase? Ozzy on one side, Ozzy and Trix on one side, and then Thrax on the other side, like what they did on this Batman and Robin 1997 Pilgrims. On that one, it has Batman and Robin, and on the back it has Mr. Freeze. So when we get done talking about, actually, we'll go back to Osmosis Jones. So, in Osmosis Jones, the movie, I have the VHS tape. I have 2 copies of VHS, and I have 5 copies on DVD. And then in my new room, I'm going to turn my bedroom into a Osmosis Jones bed room. I'm going to have the merchandise up here, and then I'm gonna have the toys on each shelf, and then heroes on this side, and then villains on this side. Actually, I'm gonna put all the. I'm gonna have a toy room. I'm gonna have a toy room, put in all this. Then I'm gonna turn my bedroom into a Osmosis Jones room, and I'm gonna keep the bed, this bed, and the normal bed into the other bed, and then I'm gonna hang up that Buzz Lightyear Stark Man here. So I got 4 vinyl banner posters. I want to hang them up in my new house in the future, and then so I want to look at them and say, "Wow, this is perfect." So Men in Black 3. So I watched this one on Memorial Day, and then Memorial Day is on Saturday. So Men in Black 3 was the last movie for this one. I kind of really miss Frank the Buck from the previous 2 movies. He probably died or something, but I just don't really know what happened to Frank. Then Men in Black 2, Frank has a enemy in the series called Drek, and Kay used to have team with Alpha, played by David Warner, who you probably recognize from Ra's al Ghul from Batman the Animated Series, and he was the voice of Ra's al Ghul and Alpha. And I have problems with Alpha's creation. I like the Alpha where he wears the baseball cap and Drek, but I just don't really care much for the other 3 designs of Alpha. They're a little weird to me. Then they had a clip where K and J find the galaxy on Orion's belt. Then they had a flashback where El kills Edgar Bug. So Edgar and Edwin are the exact same voice actor, and then those 2 were actually brothers, guys. I mean, didn't know that? But in Men in Black 1 and Men in Black the series, they did a whole bunch of different. I mean, they did a whole bunch of videos and stuff like that. So there you go. So perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So that's my Men in Black collection. So I'm on the hunt for Osmosis Jones. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.